This isn't any new stuff that I've put in here since coming here, although there is going to be stuff that's new because of being in this room. But I thought I'd just give this just a quick one. So it's just an update for anyone who's sort of used Outset. Obviously, they're happy with Outset 3, and they're sort of sitting on the fence. What's Outset 4? What else does it do? So feature -1, obviously, doesn't do mobile configs anymore. That's not a thing. Hopefully, we all know that, and we know the reasons why. But yeah, the Outset 3 will sort of attempt to install mobile configs. The Swift version does not do that. That's an intentional drop. No, do it properly. So the first feature is it's in MacAdmin's open source. Absolutely fantastic resource. It's available. If you really couldn't be bothered running up your own certificates and publishing and all that sort of stuff, absolutely, I'll go back. Yeah, I can't say more great things about it, but go talk to Nate about it. So yeah, so it's not just that we've sort of moved it to Swift. Obviously, it was because we're now doing complete refresh. It was a great opportunity. The advantages are that it's now code signed and notarized, so that's all part of the thing. So when you download the package, everything's all ticked and everyone's happy, and we keep the security people happy, which is always a good thing. MacDevOpsYVR24, it's pretty easy URL to remember. There's a QR code if you can't do that. But go there, more details, talk to Nate, all that sort of stuff. Feature number, sorry, you were taking a photo? Got it? All right. Feature 2, it does stuff with the login window. It did this stuff with the login window before I made Swift Dialog do stuff with the login window. But yes, it runs you can dump stuff into like a script into like a login window folder. A couple of things with that. Login windows, it runs a job at the macOS login window. It's an agent and it runs as root. So that's not all launch agents are user running. On non-5 volt systems, obviously it runs at the same time as the boot process runs. So don't sort of rely on one running before the other one. They might run out of sync. But on 5 volt systems, it does actually run on logout. So if you boot, you log in, you get to your desktop, the user logs out, then it will run the logging window. So you can kind of use it as a log out process. But you probably do want to put some checks in there to make sure that it's running your whatever it is you're doing in the right context, whether you want it to only run when a user logs out or if you don't care when it runs. There's some information on how that works there. That's a very big QR code. Feature number 3, security. We seem to be talking a lot about security today, which is a great thing. So what are we doing there? So file permissions are enforced. That was already a feature of Outset 3. File ownership is enforced. That was also a feature of Outset 3. So your file permissions need to be, and file ownership needs to be owned by root and appropriate execution permissions by root as well. So the new thing is file verification. It's an optional setting that you can stick into a config profile and push out. And what it does is, yes, I've gone ahead of myself. So you supply a dictionary of checksums of each file that you want to have Outset run. So it's simple, it's a SHA-256. There's multiple ways to do that. When it's enabled, it will enforce verification for every single item. So if you've got 15 things there and you do a SHA sum of 1 and you put that in a config profile, none of your other ones are going to work because guess what? The SHA for those don't match nothing. They have to match the actual SHA. So yeah, failed items completely skipped over. So whether it's a mismatch or if you don't have a SHA for that, that's it. Multiple ways to do it. Obviously, you can do a SHA sum 256 the file and copy that into the thing. I've actually built in a command so you can actually run checksum on a file and it will spit it out. And there's an option there, checksum all. And if you run that, what it will do is actually checksum everything in your local user local Outset folder structure. And it will spit out the plist dictionary for you. So you can just run checksum all. it'll spit everything out. You can copy and paste that and stick that in your profile. So the reasons for this, obviously, we don't want someone going in and saying, oh, there's a process here that runs, I can go in there and change it, make it do something else, or that kind of thing. So as long as the checksum matches, it'll run. If it doesn't, it won't do a thing. New feature number 4. Login item management. So this is a thing that comes because we're now running as an app bundle. So we get advantage of the, the slide I sort of stuck up before. So if we're running our own, we're sort of crafting our own login items. They all sort of like appear mishmash and all that sort of stuff. So you can all put all that sort of stuff and put it under just one little banner in your login item, so it keeps it friendly and neat for your users. How it does that, so in the plist, it's got the label for whatever it happens to be, and the associated bundle identifier, which just puts in IO MacAdmin's Outset, which is the bundle identifier for version 4. So it turns out that if you change the what the label is, you can just get any plist and have it come under Outset. I don't know if that's a feature or not. I haven't raised it as a feature request because it's useful sometimes. But that's a thing. New thing 5. Outset package. Because everyone likes making package things these days, I thought I'd do one too. Although this one is a very specific thing, so if you aren't interested in building in a package so that you can deploy your scripts out to users and all that sort of stuff, write your script, make it do your thing, or have a whatever, and then run Outset package on that script, and it will package it up for you in the with the correct directory structure and all that sort of stuff to go to the Outset folders. There are a bunch of options for that, so you can package your whole entire Outset structure into one big package that you can just roll out. Obviously, you can do individual files. You can set what target it's going to go to. You can set the version of the package that you want to install. You can optionally put in different build paths, so you can it'll build somewhere nice and neat rather than whatever local folder you happen to be in. And it prints help, which is what I've done for you right now. So that's the 5 new things. There's some more information about the package, how that works there. It's literally just a script. It's using the built-in package build, so it's very basic, but it's very specific to an Outset workflow. If you have other packaging workflows, I'm not suggesting you should move to this. Keep doing what you're doing. It's just there if people are lazy or if they don't really want to do packaging. Bonus round. So this is non-Outset related material. So I've spoken up about Outset and about Swift Dialog. When I go home, I have to give a talk on why this wasn't a waste of money to send me here. If it's okay, if you use one or more of these products and you're okay with me putting your organization name in like a bento box slideshow so that I can show my managers that I'm useful, that would be really awesome. If it's okay there to sort of give a round number of how many endpoints that goes out to, I completely understand if that's you don't want to say that, but that would also be super awesome, especially if the number's bigger than 10. So that's that. The other one I do is I just want to say thanks. I couldn't fit all the icons for all the other packages and stuff like that I use, but I want to say thanks to everyone that makes this stuff, everyone that makes current stuff, Nindy, all your crap. I love it. I really ran out of time just to get some extra icons, so I just really want to say thank you to all the developers that put tools out and shared, ahead of today, going back to the oldie days of Mac OS running on PowerPC, all that sort of stuff. So my big thanks out to you guys. Big thank you to MacAdmin's open source. So I think I sang my praises before, but I'm going to say that in general. Anyone who's publishing anything out there open source for MacAdmins, I love you and I love what you do. MacAdmins Foundation, what an absolutely fantastic thing for this community to have. I think it's completely the best thing that's popped up in the last few years. So my love to you. And my fireworks love, MacDevOps. Really, Matt, thank you for inviting me here. It's been absolutely fantastic. This has been an awesome conference. I really sort of have cherished the time here. It's been really great. So yeah, my big love goes out to all those people. Thank you very much.